Hey everyone, this is Kathy. And Kathy, I was just reading your notes from your coach, and it looks like you've done fantastic. Do you mind just sharing a little bit about your story and your journey with us?
Sure. I've been working on my diabetes issue for about 10 years and studying online, and I went I had other doctors that I worked with. They helped me a lot and I learned a lot, but nobody took me that next step, like the root cause and also how to turn the food messages off in my head. And I that was big. So anyway, with this program, with the help of the coaches that you assigned to me, it made the world of difference. I started to really understand what I'd been studying all these years, and it really worked for me. I the food chatter turned off. I didn't feel like I constantly needed to eat anymore like I used to. I became more of a eating with intention rather than recreation. So anyway, I credit your program to kicking me over the edge with that. Other programs kind of led me up to the edge, but they never provided the support that you and your coaches did.
And
And I'm
and
very thankful.
yes, and would you mind sharing a little bit maybe of your symptoms that you're experiencing before and how they've changed, or how have your labs maybe changed, or have you been able to get off medications? Could you give us a little bit idea of what's going on with that?
Okay. Well, one thing, and I didn't do this isn't the reason I signed up with you guys. I've lost about 25 pounds just doing what you said. So I was, I'm still a little overweight, but not really. I'm out of the obese range down into the overweight range, which is good for me. So, and I attributed that to the intentional eating and getting the food chatter out of my mind. But I'm still taking metformin. I'm gradually getting off of it. I was taking 2,000 milligrams a day. I'm down to 1,000 right now. My blood sugars at the time, when I first started with you guys, morning blood sugars, it wasn't too terribly high, but it would be anywhere from 120 to up to maybe 140 every morning. I'm a religious blood checker. Now I'm down to some mornings I'm down in the 90s, and I
Wow.
never yeah, and I never go. One time, I've had some recent surgery, and I attribute it to the antibiotics or whatever I was on. But my blood sugar temporarily jumped up to about 120, but it's immediately came back down to around 100, and sometimes down into the 90s. So that wouldn't have happened in the past. And I've also, I had my knee replaced. That was the main issue I've been dealing with. I've in the past had the other knee replaced. The healing process has been so much quicker. I was almost immediately able to walk without, with a walker, yes, but not much pain. And my doctors are amazed at how quick my incision has has healed. And and I attribute that to the low blood sugar, plus the supplements that y'all turn me on to. So, and I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, and you mentioned having the support of your coach. Would you mind just elaborating a little bit more how that helped you and how that helped lead and guide you as opposed to trying to do this on your own?
Well, I can't remember the times between meeting with. I ended up with Nicole, who is wonderful, uh, but it's almost like she kept me on track because it's not that 71 years old. I'm not trying to please anybody, but I wanted to be able to show up with good results to report to her. And in doing so and discussing whatever I think our sessions are like 30 minutes. We would discuss what I was eating, and she would verify that I was on the right track. And then she was able to, like I was eating a lot of raw almonds, for instance. And she said, well, that's fine, but you'd probably do better with walnuts. I mean, it's just different little hints like that. And I would always do what she recommended I do. And yeah, she was just always there and very positive and just it helped me to look
That's
forward
fantastic.
to being able to discuss any questions I might have had during the weeks between our sessions.
And if you were to rate your improvement, if you were to grade it on a zero, anywhere from 0 to 100% improvement, how much would you say you've improved during the time together?
I'd say I'm not going to say 100% because I'm still working, even though I'm off the program now, but I'd say at least 90% improvement. I feel better. I sleep better. I I'm not as foggy in my head during the day. I don't have that old lady fog anymore, and I don't even take naps during the day. I have that much energy that I just go to bed at the same time every night, and I'm good with that. And first time in many years when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like I didn't sleep. I feel like I get deep, restful sleep, which is great. I love that.
And just one last question. What would you say to the person who may be struggling? They may be trying to just maybe lose weight, exercise, and trying to eat right, but they're not getting anywhere. What would you say to that person who is struggling now that you've been through this whole process?
What would I say to them? First
Yeah.
of all, I would say, I don't know how whoever this person is feels about exercise, but that's one thing I did every day religiously until my knee got so bad I couldn't do it. You got to walk every day. Like Nicole would tell me that, well, maybe you ought to take a short walk after you eat every day. It'll help, help your body with the blood sugar. So I would say exercise is the big thing. Do everything in that the initial stage. It seemed, of not eating carbs and getting off all the grains and 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 getting rid of dairy and all that is so important. I hear other people that I talk to about it go, "Oh, I can't give up my dairy or I can't give up my grains." I said, "Okay, then it's not going to work. You got to get rid of all that junk to turn the messages, the food chatter off until that food chatter gets it's like someone on your shoulder saying, it's time to eat, it's time to eat. Well, I'm not hungry. That's okay. Let's just go eat. To get that turned out off was major for me.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. I know this is going to help someone, and you're a
I hope
testament
so.
that you can heal at any age. Doesn't matter what your age is.
Yes. Yes, I'm almost 72 years old. I'm getting ready to go on a cruise and I'm feeling good.
Well, I hope you enjoy your cruise and continue to live your best life. And I'm so happy for you. So, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you and Nicole. It's been a good journey for me. Thank you.
Yes, yes, ma'am.